Hey witches, welcome back to my channel, Over the Hedge with the Wyld Wytch. For this video, I'm going to make an autumn equinox or Mabon blend. So you're going to need a 30 ml glass bottle. Now I use amber because it helps to protect your product. I know that clear looks beautiful, especially if you have crystals and herbs in your oil. But even though it does look beautiful, the amber bottles are much better for preserving and protecting and keeping your product from going rancid so quick. So you're going to need a carrier oil, your bottle. Now, I use a funnel because I have a tendency to spill. So if you're like me, then you will want some type of little funnel. You're going to need essential oils, herbs, and stones. Now for this recipe, I have 13 ingredients. That's 7 essential oils, I have 2 herbs, and 3 different stones. Now you don't have to use the same ingredients that I use, but please feel free, to do so if you want to copy this recipe exactly like I make it. But if you don't like something that I use, then change it up. Be creative, do whatever you want to do. Now this is my recipe. This is how I use these ingredients in this. It might be different than what you've read in a book, or you might use an ingredient completely different than I do, but this is my truth. So please don't judge. If you don't jive with it, then change it up like I said. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I do is I smudge the bottle. Now I've already done this, but I'm going to show you guys, just for the ones that don't know how to do it, I want to show you. And I am still very new at making these videos. So if I mess up or stumble on my words or get tongue-tied, then please just be patient with me. Like I said, I am new to all of this still. Okay, so when I smudge my bottle, I let some of the smoke go inside of it. And I think of it cleansing, removing anything that's attached to this bottle, any stale energy that might be lingering on it, any attachments. And I see the smoke completely removing everything. Then I go around the outside of the bottle. And I also do the lid. And then I just do my working surface wherever I'm gonna make the product. I cleanse that space so everything's purified, cleansed, safe and protected. Okay, so after that, I go ahead and put my carrier oil. Now this carrier oil is grapeseed. You do not have to use grapeseed. You can use whatever you would like to use, but this is grapeseed. Now you can go ahead and put your intent into each ingredient if you would like, or you can do it separate. That's completely up to you. You can wait and do it at the end. I don't know how you do it, and you might not do how I do this at all. But I normally do each individual ingredient, and then I also do it at the end. Now for me, I do it a couple different ways. Whenever I put my intention into it, sometimes I put my hand over and push the energy in, and I see this already happen. Whatever I'm wanting to achieve, whatever I want this ingredient to do, then I see it happen. You know, it's already happening. It's already taken place. So I push the energy down. Sometimes I hold it, and I will move my hands back and forth a little bit. And then I also put my hands on top and on bottom and push my energy up and down. Like I push it up with the bottom and on top. Okay, so the next ingredient that you want is cedar wood. We're going to put 3 drops. So I have already put my energy and intent into every one of these ingredients. But again, you know, you can do it between each one. That's your choice. I'm not going to do it right now since I've already done so and we've already talked about it. So your next ingredient is sage, and you want 2 drops. Next is rosehip seed oil, 1 drop. Next essential oil is frankincense, 2 drops. All right, next oil is cinnamon, 2 drops. And that's cinnamon cassia. Next is patchouli, and that's 1 drop. Alright, and the last essential oil that we're going to use is juniper berries, and this is juniper berries from India, and it smells amazing. So you use 2 drops. I don't know if I've said that, but it's 2 drops. Come on. Whoop. I did 3 drops. Okay, now you can, ooh, I'm knocking shit over. Alright, you can swirl your essential oils. You can blend them together with the oil. And while you swirl this blend together, put your intention into it. So what I use this oil for, now feel free to use it whatever you would like to use it for, but what I use it for, it's transformation, wisdom, release, anything that's no longer serving me. I use it for prosperity, for manifesting, for luck, for grounding and centering, for balance between my spiritual body and my physical body. I use it for protection and the mind. Now, when I say the mind, I mean anything that you use, you know, your mind for, as far as creating, creative arts, meditating, journeying, anything like that. You know, I use this oil for. Now, you can apply this oil to oil burners. You can use it as a ritual oil, a body oil, an anointing oil. You can put it in your bath on the autumn equinox, and before you start doing any rituals, you can, you know, use this first. You can use it to feed your spells as well. Alright, so the next ingredient we're going to use is cedar leaves. Now, I've already put my intention into all of this. But you would, if you want to do each ingredient, you want to do so right now. Alright, and then we're going to put rosemary. Alright, now we're going to put clear quartz as our amplifier to amp everything up. And we'll put our carnelian. And this is going to help with rebalance and prosperity, and our sacral and root chakra is going to help to realign those. And it also is great for any type of aura healing that you do. You can use carnelian, and then we're going to add in moss agate. Alright, so after that I put the lid on, and then I swirl again, and I put my intention into the whole blend. And then I turn it up. I don't shake it. I just flip it over and get everything blended. I'm blending all of those energies together. It's like they having a party in here. Alright, so then I put my intention in one final time. Now, if you like to whisper any words over your magic oils, or if you like to call upon any deity, whatever it is that you work with, or if you sing, any kind of incantations, symbols, anything else that you do, you can go ahead and do so now. And I normally whisper over any of my magic oils, incense, any of that. I whisper everything that I want it for, every purpose that I need it for. I whisper those words over it. So you could whisper transformation, wisdom, release, prosperity, manifesting, luck, grounding, centering, balance, protection. You could whisper those 3 times, if you want to, over it. So the next thing I do, I light a candle. Well, let me put this here. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is melt the bottom of this candle, and I sit it on top of this jar like this, and I'm going to let it burn down, and it will run over the bottle, and so it's sealing it. It's sealing all that intention, everything that I put into it, it's sealing it up, and it's just going to let those infuse until I'm ready to open it. So I will keep it on my altar until the day of the autumn equinox, and then I will use it. But every day I will put more intention into it until that day. So it's going to be really, really, really strong by the time the autumn equinox comes around. Alright, so I just use another candle, and I get the bottom. Good and hot, and then it lets it melt and sticks to it. Now, you want to watch this, make sure that you watch it while it's burning, especially if you just have it on something like, something like this. Alright, so then I light the candle. Alright, and when I know, like, this is happening, it's, you know, this is gonna work, it's great, it's already very powerful. You can feel the energy within the oil. It made my hands tingle. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy this. Now, the last thing that you do want to do, I forgot about this. Actually, you want to do it before you light your candle. You want to go ahead and label your product. Now, you might think, oh, I'll remember. I don't need to, you know, label it with the ingredients or the date or anything like that, because I'll remember. I could be able to smell it. I can look at it. No, hell no. You are going to forget. It does not matter. I can't tell you how many oils I've had to throw away when I first started because I thought that I would remember. No, you don't. Especially if you have a whole bunch of oils. You're not going to be able to tell what that shit is, or you know, what purpose it's for. You're not going to remember. So you want to write all of that out on a label and, you know, put it on that bottle. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to check out my other videos. When I get finished with this one, I am recording an autumn equinox spray and a loose incense blend. So make sure that you check those out. Until next time, fly high, witches. Peace, homies.